Hello and welcome to the Market Watch of the Digimon TCG Europe. Today I want to talk about some cards we talked about the last 2 weeks and about some of the new support that's coming and some cards that might be going up to that. And I want to make this a fast one. This is like the fifth, sixth take or something, and I'm yapping endlessly. The last take was 20 minutes plus, and it would have been going on for 5 more, so it is what it is. Anyway, you're getting TS support, so pick up Asunas. They are cheap now. They will be expensive later. Don't want to play. You don't want to pay €3 plus just for Asunas for an uncommon if you can get it cheaper. Titamon, Alt Art, not many left on the market, and the Super Rare has gone up to €6. So if you want to get your playsets, get them now. Once they're at €10, once this card is a 4 off in the deck, and the deck could be the best deck of the format, you've done messed up. It's too late. Not much here. The Super Rare is creeping up slowly, but it isn't like too expensive at the moment. I think get 2 copies, you should be good. Get 4 copies, you are safe. Then Susano, V3, it's okay. Might want to wait a bit until 250. Alt Art still at 70, 75, and the secrets are 40 plus. Everything below below 40 is gone. Ryugu SP, almost out of stock. 1 for 230. Might want to pick him up. Want to take a gamble. Pay 230, relist it for 250. Hope someone buys it. Easy money, right? But the SPs are moving really slowly in this set. Unibimon, way more listings than last week, but almost everything has the same price. €20, €19. As long as the TB is good and the card's like a mandatory Digi-Egg, it will be 15 plus. Greymon, just wanted to tell you there's not many left if you want to complete your playset. Gabumon went from €4 to 13, which is, I don't know why. The effect's good anyway. Draw 1, gain 1 by discarding 1, which usually isn't too bad. Akubamon, no sales in more than a week. As I said last week, I think, due to TB getting their own, this one isn't necessary anymore, and due to that the card isn't worth like €15, because if you are playing one of these, why should it be expensive then? And people will be selling theirs and it will drop in price. Omnimon, just wanted to show this one. It is dropping. There's so many listings. It was 20 plus for quite a while, but now it's going down. It will be going down until this one is either really, really good, or I don't know. I don't see a reason it's going up. Or another reason. Shellmon, border foils, foil borders. The border is foil, but it's also a foil border. How do you call them? Let me know in the comments down below. Just not many left. TB, it is a good one. Block around play, treasure sources, blah blah blah. Hanimon. Talked about this last week. It was €5, 390, 339, €6. Almost no left. €10. Have a go with it. A good option. I'm curious why this one's like cheap. It is really strong, but then again, €12 also a good price. This one, I think it's insanity. Once people realize how expensive it is, they should start selling it. Prices will be going down again. Either it was a buyout or just people genuinely buying it for their decks, and these are the only copies left that no one's willing to pay for. So you might want to try your luck. If a playset, list them for 19, €20 each, you might get lucky and sell them. Giant Meat, was it 20 last week? Very few copies. Now we have a few more, not too many, but the last sales were for €9 each, so I think this is reasonable. Kenshi Continent went up, so it is like a white card every other week. We are just, perhaps next week it's going to be Giant Meat again. Who knows? Metal Garurumon, the ugly one, 25 plus. It was 7. There were quite a few copies last week for 17 to €18, and now everything is gone. So if you didn't buy them then, just go ahead and do it now. Just buy the bullet, pay up, and it is what it is. Amaterasu, just really slowly creeping up. If you have the chance, or if you want them, get them now. They are not getting any cheaper. A bit of Royal Knight support, or not support cards, because we are getting Royal Knight support. It's not like these are expensive, but there are some cheap listings, and then it's getting expensive, like this one, €13, and then we are at 18, 20, 9, 13, 14. The same for this one. So they are like for the relevant ones, we have some cheap copies, and then it's getting quite expensive. This one I think is expensive because people still think it could be I just call it the Mega Zoo variant of the deck. And then this one will be a 4-off. So if I had copies, I wouldn't sell them below 40. It's like I would also take the gamble. This one I don't understand why it is so expensive. Last sold was a month ago for 35, and people aren't picking it up for 50. Do with that info what you will. I don't think it's reasonable to pay 50 for this one, especially because we have a reprint. I wouldn't consider this one a high rare reprint, but it is what it is. How expensive is this one? Shouldn't be too expensive. 3, 5, 6 euros, whatever it is. And Alt Art Alphamons. If it is a Mega Zoo deck, this one will still be relevant. So might want to get cheap copies now. Some random cards due to support. Rosemont Burst Mode. It went up a bit from €1 to 3, or perhaps these were some sales that were like, or I think these were already made before, but the prices are just all over. €1, 4. You just might want to pick up a playset. Data Squad could be playing it with the Yoshino Fujieda. I'm sorry, it's too small, I can't read it. But it would be a possibility. But I think it won't be searchable, so you would have to play 4 copies to see it. Then again, it's a brick without anything, without setup, so you don't want to play 4 copies. It is kinda And we could be getting a better top end, who knows. But so long as it is cheap, you might want to pick up 4 copies. Lilith, with man, I forget it every time, even though it's one of my favorite decks. The 7-grade Demon Lord support. We are getting in, I don't think it's BT26. Is it EX13? BT27, something like that. Sold 1 copy, and last week, then I realized there are not many copies left. I think Beelzebub, depending on how. Yapping again. I think it's also 30, 35 plus. Might want to check out the other ones and just stock up, restock, finish your alt art collection, whatever it is, so you don't pay double the price once the support comes out. And as I said, we are getting support for, what is it? Where is it? Bravemon. This one, you can, what is it? Level 4 or lower, you can trash a card or just put it under the tamer. Digivolve for cheaper, and your opponent trashes a card, Inherit trashes a card on deletion. And I think the same for the rookie. So this one I talked already about. It was going up slowly. Now there are not too many copies left, and even less playsets. If you think the deck's going to be good, might want to go ahead and buy one. I assume it's okay. Like once we are in the mid game where you have 15 cards, 16 cards, discarding 3 to 4 cards it does nothing. So the discarding part should be like, if it would be more aggressive in the early rounds or turns, it would be too oppressive because you have 5 cards, you discard 3, you have nothing to play. But once you have established a hand of 15, or let's even say 10 plus cards, it just seems irrelevant. So who knows? If you want to get a playset, do it now before it just randomly spikes. Burst mode, still trash. Minerva going up. We are getting Merva. Yes, a new Mervamon. Digital Soul Minervamon for the cost of 2, or level 5 TS trade for the cost of 4. It plays up to 8 play cost of Iliad trade cards. So you can play Tamers, you can play Digimon. Just not options. Options are used. Then one of the opponent's Digimons gets minus 4k until the end of the opponent's turn for every Iliad TS trait Digimon or Tamer you have on the field. Now if you're Iliad and trade Digimon, gain Alliance, Reboot, Blocker, and plus 2k. Assembly 5, minus 5 with Minerva. So for the cost of 8, you get like 21 play cost worth of play, if you want to say it like that, which is insane. well, let's just say 16 if you want to just add the 8. This is crazy. This on play when digivolving, so even for 2, if you don't pass your turn, you play this one, you get so much profit out of it. It's crazy. That's really, really crazy. And with where is it? This one, which is Iliad as well, can on play. Gets what does she give? Does she give rush? No, she doesn't give rush. Alliance reboot blocker. But if you have something else, you can give it like if you have something that can attack or has rush, you can give it execute, ascension. So it executes, dies, ascends into the man. That sounds kind of nasty. It ascends into the security. So due to that, this one is going up a bit. There's no reprints for this one. Might want to pick up copies now. If this is a 3 to 4 off in the deck, this will be more expensive than what it is now. Which one was this? Oh yeah, normal Minervamon. And I want to talk about this one. Almost no copies left. 4 copies left. Altart. I picked my 2 copies up, I think 3 to 4 weeks ago. And I'm quite happy about it. I was considering to like get 4, but I think I'll just keep 2 and try to trade for the others. But yeah, Junimon support. This one's not doing too much, and I think the Altart has been going up by just a bit. That it did rebound from 40 to 45 again because we're getting the hysteric mode. The Altart is looking insane. Man, I'm gonna lose a lot of money again once the set comes out. And it is kind of good. See, trash, I love your security, which is like in archetype for the angels. Then delete one of your opponent's Digimon for every security you trashed. Then recover 3. And if you hit your ascensions, you just gain even more bodies back on board. If you don't pass turn, you can even go for DNAs and more digivolving and so on. On deletion, not quite sure how good it is. Give all of your opponent's Digimon security -1 until their turn ends, which is a blanket effect. But with digivolving and with bouncing and bottom decking, and this card is no protection, right? We still have like you can drop it for 10. The Junimon assembly, but then again we have a source down below, so you can get digivolved. So it seems like the security -1 is rather bad. I think I would have wished for a protection here. The rush, piercing, execute, decode. Sure, you have decode, but wait, Junimon? Oh yeah, level 5. It is, as I said, the digivolving is so strong, so who knows? We go ahead. Minervamon was a Junimon. Oh wait, I had already a Junimon tab opened. Jupiter is also creeping up very slowly. If you don't have yours, go ahead. I don't think you can do anything wrong with it. I forgot to look. I think the reprint's coming end of year, not end of year, beginning of 27. I think it is coming. So that's quite a while. But yeah, we're getting. Let's check on these. Now this is Chronomon stuff. So first up, these Zombie Pluto is Titan and cost reduced, decode Pluto, retaliation, blah 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 blah. Raised by trash from card in your hand, leave one of your opponent's level 6 level Digimon. That's okay when a for opponents Digimon played or Digivolve, both players trash the cards in their hand so that they have 4 left. This is what I call a a discard, huh? Not what Ravemon is doing, which is ass. But also assembly Pluto, decode Pluto. So I think you're getting new Plutomon, but perhaps some older Plutos could be good. Then take a look at those. But if you have, I think there's like a very old, is it BT3 or something? Plutomon could be something. Let me check. I'm professional, but it is what it is. There's only one at the moment. It has a when digivolving effect, so this one doesn't matter too much. And if I remember correctly, no, it was this one. So we could be getting a new one that wasn't just released or spoiler now. This is Chronomon Titan. It is from the trash. This one's pretty good. So if your opponent you play something with Chronomon text or Titan trade, and if your opponent is at 5 or more, so like Titan, the Titan mechanic, if you want to call it like that, you can return this one, give rush and execute to one of your Digimon. I could see this one being kind of good with Skullgreymon, that when it deletes it, or when it gets deleted, it replaces itself at a level 4. So you get like the Fugamon on play, and you can then discard 1 to delete a level 4. So it has a bit more of a board wipe, or you can just swing it to level 5 and then replace it with a blocker, which I think Titanmon or Titans had a problem with because it was kind of aggressive, and if you had to go on defense, it was pretty hard. On play, by dealing it, you play 1 level 12 for low Chronomon text or in text or Titan. So let me take a look. This one is 13. I'm professional once again. What was the disguise 11? So you could play out this one. You discard one, you get something new. So it starts just replacing itself, which is kind of interesting. So they can go even more wide. Seen this one. So this is the Chronomon support, which is a, what is it? When your effects add to decks, which Chronomon does, or the line does. Because the level 4 is by trashing one card with Chronomon in text or Shaman. Trade from your hand, you draw 2, raid inherit, which is okay. But this one's kind of interesting. Or if opponent's Digimon gets -4, okay, until the turn ends. Then by returning one card in your trash, and it doesn't specify which trash, the Yokomon, you delete something with 5k DP or less. When your effects add to deck, one of your opponent Digimon will get 3k until end of turn, opponent's end of turn and attack. So you can attack, and then with Yokomon you can Digivolve, because these trigger simultaneously. Then you go into this guy, because it's the newest trigger, you Digivolve, you delete SDP, then you return 3 cards, which is, again, this is like the Medusamon. You delete something and you bottom deck it from the trash so you don't trigger down deletions, and you recover one. Then because you bottom decked cards, this effect all turns triggers, which unsuspends when we are still attacking due to the effect of Butenmon. And this is not end of turn, so we have restanded, and then with engage we can attack once again at end of turn. So this is 2 attacks before end of turn. So you can attack a Digimon, restand, and attack again, and there's a protection effect where you can return your top security card to the bottom of the deck so it doesn't leave, and this then again would trigger the all turns effect. Doesn't trigger the raid, or this one's your turn, but who knows what's coming. So this is just a small part of the stuff you've seen. Will this be like playable with other old cards? I mean, it is Shaman. We could still be seeing like Iliad TS, the Igiomon, and some Tamers. This would be like the same baseline we already had with the Patamon, Igiomon, and so on and so on. Who knows? Might want to pick up alt arts for these if you are into alt arts. If not, yeah. Anyway, yepped enough. Too much again. I just can't keep. I just can't keep it short, man. It is what it is. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, let me know. If you didn't, also let me know. The Pal World TCG has released. I might want to take a look into it. I have already opened some cards. I was able to open 3 cases and 2 starter decks for myself and dropping cards. So want to build some decks and perhaps check out what the market's doing there. There's at the moment just eBay, but it might come to card market. It might go to card trader. It might go to TCG player. And once we have one market that is like not eBay, almost everyone goes by that first market, and these will be the prices then. So yeah, anyway, so this is a Digimon video, so we stop here. Thanks for watching. As I said, I yapped enough. It is 19 minutes almost, and until the next one, have a good one. Bye.